Hey everybody, welcome to Dad's Den of Pop Culture. We're talking toys today. In particular, we're talking the exclusive DC Legion of Collectors Teen Titans, or I should say really, the new Teen Titans figures from Funko, first available in 2017. Now, a few years back, I got a Raven figure. So I was in the market to get the rest and kept my eyes open. And then on eBay, a collection of the four showed up at a good price. So I went ahead and snagged them, which will technically give me two Raven figures now, but that's okay. So I thought it'd be fun to take a look at the figures, look at the card art, and then open them up and take a look at these things outside of the packages. So let's do that right now. And let's start with the leader of the new Teen Titans, Nightwing. Now, obviously, Nightwing starts out as Robin, the boy wonder, then the teen wonder, and then he eventually decides to become Nightwing, which was, of course, patterned the name and the costume off of a hero of the bottled city of Kandor. You know, the DC stuff, it goes way back. So let's take a look at the card art. So we have a nice illustration of Nightwing on the package. We got the Nightwing, word mark, I guess would be the right thing. The new Teen Titans on the back. And we won't look at the back of all of them because it is the same. We get a picture of the new Teen Titans. Now, sadly, while they produced Nightwing, Cyborg, Raven, and Starfire, we didn't get Wonder Girl, we didn't get Changeling, we didn't get Jericho, or any of the other Titans. So we only get the four. Hopefully one day someone will make a 3 3/4 inch figure of the other two, and hopefully it looks close enough to these you can kind of display them together. So that's Nightwing. I'll put him off to the side. Let's take a look at his at-the-time girlfriend, Starfire. Very nice. Again, we got the word mark. New Teen Titans. We've got Cyborg. Now it's having trouble focusing on Cyborg for some reason, perhaps because he's just so damn handsome. I think the first time I ever saw Cyborg was when they brought him into the Superfriends cartoon that I grew up watching. And so finally we have Raven before things go terribly sideways for that particular character. Okay, so let's go ahead and open these things up, which I will do off camera, and we'll take a closer look at each of these figures, at how they move, etc. So, in just a moment, suddenly they'll be out of their packages. And presto, the new Teen Titans. You notice it looks like Starfire levitating. That is in fact because of her massive quantity of hair. So let's take a look at these folks. I'll get them as up close as I can. Obviously, sometimes as you're getting up close, these things, cameras have a little trouble focusing. So up first, we have Nightwing, Dick Grayson, in his first Nightwing costume, which I will admit I've always been a fan of. I know sometimes it gets made fun of. So in terms of articulation, you see we have movable head, we have movable arms, and at the elbow. These are actually really pretty nice figures for the size. We have the movable leg and the knees. Not quite the range of movement of old G.I. Joe figures, but obviously more than the old Star Wars figures. So pretty nice. Let's look at Starfire, Princess Coriander. Now, of course, Starfire did not wear a lot in the way of clothing. You can see the lush hair, which was really a big part of the character. When she'd fly, you have that trail of looked like trail of hair behind her, but I'm sure it was some kind of energy. So movable head, but obviously only just. Let's get a little close up on her. There we go. So Starfire, very cool character, actually. Interesting character for the series that they created. Vic Stone, Cyborg. Let's get him up close and personal. Nice job. He looks a little bit grim. You know, he often kind of was a little bit grim in the comics. And head does not seem to want to move. And I have a feeling it's just a little bit stuck, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a bit stuck. I'm not going to mess with it too much because obviously I don't want to break him. But we do have the moving arms. Sadly, does not have the like removable fists, so he could put on some of those other attachments that he had. Another cool character though, and man, the character arc he had in the comic book really kind of made me sad. And then of course Raven. Now this is another one. You get good head movement because if you'll notice, the hood is not actually attached to the cape. The cape, I don't believe, comes off. Yeah, that is on there pretty permanently. So it does limit movement a little bit. But you notice she has the fingers kind of out. See if we can get a focus here. As far as Raven goes, it is a really good rendition of her. Come on, focus, focus, focus. Come on, baby. All right, you don't want to focus? Let's get even closer. There we go. Yeah, nice job. Actually, if I can get that close, let's do extreme close-up. Remember Wayne's World? Whoa. Okay. Maybe you don't remember Wayne's World. Let's see if we can get a good focus here. Nice. All right. Let's actually put the boyfriend and girlfriend up together. Real close. So close that Nightwing just punched the camera. Man, he's like Sean Penn. Okay. So 3 3/4 inches. Now that puts them essentially the same scale as those Marvel Legends figures who don't have quite the range of movement. This is, of course, Firestar from Spider-Man and his amazing friends. Who, hey, she could have hung with the Teen Titans. That would have worked. But it gives you an idea. They are basically the same scale, and I actually display them together. Well, at this point, at the moment, it's Raven with a bunch of the Marvel figures that I have. It'll be the whole crew here pretty soon. But on the whole, I think a nice set of figures. They did a good job. Pretty good likenesses. I'd say the worst of the likenesses of them is probably Starfire. George Perez did an amazing job with that character, and it would be very hard to capture on a figure this size, and at the price point these probably came out as. But on the whole, really happy with these characters. Let's take another look at the back here. You can kind of judge how they look compared to their comic book versions. I think they did a nice job with these, and I am quite happy I got them. Again, you could find them. They're out there on eBay, and I'm sure other auction sites and such. They can be pretty variable in pricing. I've seen them, I think usually like with shipping, you're going probably a minimum of about $20 per figure. Like I said, I hunted around for, at least a year, maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years. And just one morning popped up. It was all 4 of them. It was $30 with, I think, maybe free shipping. So pretty good price point on these. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm happy I got them. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments of these figures, or if you have any good Teen Titans comic book memories, I'd love to hear that as well. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Maybe think of subscribing to the channel. If you do, hit the little notification thing so you'll actually know when my videos come out. And maybe share with a friend. That'd be very groovy. But until next time, God bless everybody. Please be kind to one another. Have a little bit of fun out there. And I'll see you hopefully again soon in Dad's Den of Pop Culture. Bye-bye.